Hi, and welcome to the McTaggart Attack podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart. Thank you so much for downloading the podcast today. I'm a stand-up comedian who lives in Vermont, and my podcast is how I give my opinions on anything. The target audience, the audience that I try to help with my podcast, is me. Hopefully you're listening to this and whatever I say entertains, motivates, informs, educates you. One of those things. As long as it does something to you, then that's fine too. If you could just please do me the favor of subscribing, sharing, reviewing, wherever you're listening to this, because it helps get my podcast be more popular. Download my podcast. Please. I don't know why I did that, but hey, if it works, it works. If there's a thing that you should beg for downloads, then hey, I think I'm already ahead on begging for downloads, okay? I've begged for downloads plenty of times on my podcast episode, or podcast episodes, and I am not ashamed of doing that at all. One bit whatsoever. Blah. Not sure what's going on today. What's pissing me off today? Anything going on today? I don't know. Cam Newton has signed with the Patriots. I'm fine with this. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he plays well. Hopefully he makes the team. I'm assuming he's going to make the team. I'm assuming he's going to be the starter. Right? It's got to be the starter, I'd imagine. So, yeah, I hope that happens. But, I still think Jared Stidham has a chance in the future. But for right now, I'm assuming there'll be a battle between Stidham, Newton, and Brian Hoyer. I think whatever happens, Hoyer may be the backup. I don't know. Or they might have Cam Newton be the backup. I'm not really sure if Stidham wins. Or do they just release Newton if he loses the job? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But of course, should we even be doing this at all? Should we even be having sports, team sports where they're getting, where they get pretty involved with each other? There's a lot of contact in football, for those of you unaware. There's a lot of contact in basketball. There's a lot of contact in hockey. How can we go on with these sports when there's a virus pandemic that's going on? Just ridiculous. It seemed to me okay, we've stopped sports. When can we start again? When there's a vaccine! That's when we can start again. That's when we should start again. But even I'm a little bit skeptical about how this vaccine thing's going to go through. Because as far as I've seen, the testing has not been that consistent. Because from what I hear, there's a lot of false positives and false negatives. And I just don't know what the fuck is happening. So, how safe, how accurate, how right will the vaccine be? Will the vaccine even fucking work? Do I want to get the vaccine? I'm not going to be one of the very first people to get the vaccine. I hope that I don't get the vaccine before other people do. I want to wait to see if they turn into zombies or something before I go ahead and do the vaccine. I mean, I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling right now. I'm skeptical of the vaccine. I'm skeptical of the testing. First of all, I don't want to stick anything that far up my nose. So that's just one thing there. Okay. Fingers, yes. Q-tips, no. Just afraid of what will happen. I don't know. I just don't want to do that. I don't know. It's just ridiculous what's going on. And like, we're focused on sports. Why? Because sports make money. And people need jobs that these sports provide. You know, not the ultra-millionaire athlete guys, but the people that work in the arenas. They need jobs. People need jobs. And we need this virus to go away. And it doesn't look like the warm weather is going to make it go away like our genius with a J president has said. But yeah, it's just, what the fuck, man? Why are we even caring about sports? Baseball shouldn't come back. None of these sports should come back right now. Let's just wait. Let's just wait till next year when there's a vaccine that hopefully works. Wouldn't that be something that they gave out the vaccine and like, oh, nope, that vaccine doesn't work. We have to do another vaccine. What if we just keep on doing vaccine after vaccine after vaccine after vaccine? We need a fucking vaccine that works. We need a fucking vaccine that works. My opinion. It's just so crazy what's going on. I don't know what to do, what's going to happen. None of us have a fucking clue what's going to happen. Wish I knew what the fuck was going to happen. But we don't. Clueless. No idea what's happening. What else is on my mind? I've watched the first 2 episodes of HBO's Perry Mason show, and it is nothing like the Raymond Burr version. Apparently, this one is closer to the books. First of all, I had no idea that there were books. I don't want to look into these books, though. I don't want to read these books. I just want to enjoy the show as its own separate entity. That's what I like to do. That's what I'm going to do, because I hate those people who have read the books and they watch the show like, oh, the books don't match the show. The show doesn't match the books. Oh my gosh, that's just horrible. Oh no. Well, who fucking cares if the show doesn't match the books? All right? I don't fucking care if the show doesn't match the books. So why the fuck should anybody else fucking care if the show doesn't match the books? As long as the show is fucking entertaining and good, that's all that fucking matters to me. So yeah, Perry Mason's a good show. And then, I think it's called I'll Be Gone in the Dark. It's, Michelle McDonald, I think her name is. She's the wife of Patton Oswalt. Well, the deceased wife of Patton Oswalt, who, they're doing a docuseries about, her passion. What she did for a living. She did a true crime blog, about, and basically got this serial killer rapist guy in jail. Ultimately, her findings did that. So that's pretty cool. I want to write a true crime blog. I also want to be able to pronounce the word true crime. So I'm a fucking idiot. I'm recording this before I go for my walk to get in my 10,000 steps. I only need... How many steps do I fucking need? I only need About 7,100 steps. That's all I need. And then I can go home and watch Monday Night Raw and then be able to figure out what to say for Wrestling Wednesday. I've already recorded parts of Wrestling Wednesday. But yeah, I've already recorded a part of it. And I need to record the other parts of it tomorrow. And I recorded another podcast where I give my thoughts on the tearing down of monuments. That I'm not against it. I'm not necessarily against it. I just, well, you'll see. That's an awful cliffhanger. But what the fuck else did I want to talk about today? I'm still planning to move to New York. I still want to move to New York City. The more I think about it, the more I like this idea. I just need to get some stuff in order, figure some things out, work on my comedy material, hope that stand-up comedy comes back whenever the fuck the pandemic is over. I feel like it could be over. I feel like I could bring it back if I wanted to. I need to look into starting up the Lebanon open mic at Salt Hill, and then possibly reach out to the Engine Room to see if they want to start up again. But I don't know. It all depends, because it's two things in two separate states, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of doing the open mic again, because it's not something I want to do. I'd rather put on the Engine Room show once a month. But I want to do comedy for a living, so figuring all that shit out. And I think the best way to do stand-up comedy, if I really want my career to advance, is I have to move to New York City. That's not an official announcement or anything, because I don't know when the fuck it's going to happen. But hopefully within the next year or so, it's going to happen. That's my fucking plan. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about today? I don't know. Let's see. Talked about Cam to the Patriots. A few other things I've talked about today. My God. So my legs have been sore. And it's freaked me out that my legs are sore. But then I remembered that I walk 10,000 steps a day. So that's probably why. I'm so fucking paranoid that my legs are sore, and I don't know fucking why, but it's because I'm walking 10,000 steps a day. I'm an idiot. A fucking idiot. But a healthy fucking idiot. That's for sure. What else? When the hell are movies going to come back? Like, movie theaters. And how's that going to work? Are we going to have, like, skip a seat? Or skip 2 seats between people? Or, I don't know how it's going to work. Like, can a single man go to the movies himself? You know? I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. Don't know how any of this is going to work. I don't think any of us have any idea how any of this is going to work. If only there was a playbook that our administration hadn't thrown away. I think I yelled so loud right now that the rain from the trees fell onto the car. Because it's not raining right now. Because as you know, I record my podcast in my car. But let's see. What else is pissing me off today? Anything of consequence pissing me off today? Pissing me off today. It's got to be something. Something out there. It's pissing me off. Sponsorships. I want sponsorships. If you want to sponsor the podcast, reach out to me. The email address is mctaggartattack@gmail.com. there's other contact information in the show notes for the podcast. So yeah, if you want to buy some t-shirts, or if you want to start a podcast of your own, you can click on a link in the notes and get a free month from Podbean, which is the platform that I use to record my podcast. I love Podbean. Podbean is great. Podbean is great. So yeah. I saw a good video today about how toxic self-help can be, and it's like something that I've thought about lately is like I keep going after listening to self-help book after self-help book after self-help book after self-help book and not doing anything about it. I can't just keep reading or listening to self-help books and podcasts. I need to start doing something about it. Gotta stop wasting my time getting in the proper mindset and just get in the fucking mindset. It's what I have to do. It's what I'm gonna do. I'm sick of this shit. Things need to change. I don't know how, but they will. For the better. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this episode today, because I've covered a lot of different topics. And it might just be something about Cam Newton, or might be something else, or I really don't fucking know. But that's all I've got for this episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and review, and shove a pole up your ass. And that's the bottom line. If you smell what the McTaggart Attack podcast is cooking.